Okay, it's Thursday. I'm in my car. Let's talk for a bit. So, the first big thing I have to say is barring monumental bullshit, like what was going to happen the last time I was going to go to a wedding, I'm going to leave the state and go to a wedding. I am leaving tomorrow. A good friend of mine from law school is getting married on Saturday, and I'm going to be taking a red-eye flight to get back home on Sunday. The travel is probably going to be really miserable. I think my flight leaves, like tomorrow it's going to be fine. Like I have, knock on wood, but like the flight leaves at 4:30. It's nothing crazy. I think I land at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. Saturday night, I think my flight leaves at like midnight, 1 o'clock. And I don't land at home until 9, like at 9 a.m., at least it's not 9 p.m., but yeah, all the flights coming back are ass, and I picked the one that was the least ass, at least the one that seemed the least ass to me, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to seeing my friend get married. I'm looking forward to seeing my law school friends, because we really only see each other at weddings. At least I really only see them at weddings. So I'm looking forward to, just catching up with everyone and seeing how everyone's doing. Non-real life related stuff, I finished Love the Day After. I say it in air quotes because it's actually not done. I didn't know that. So there's episode 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then they're working on the final episode that they're going to call Love Resonative, which is also just kind of known as Day After episode 4. I don't know when that's coming out. I do want to do a review of The Day After. I've already written my notes on it. I don't know when I'll film it. I'm not going to film it today. It's already almost sunset. Maybe tomorrow before I leave. Maybe like the hotel Saturday before the wedding. Maybe Sunday if I don't feel like if I'm actually awake after my flight. I don't know. Maybe it'll be sometime next week. But I do want to talk about it because I thoroughly enjoyed The Day After. Did not enjoy it as much as the original trilogy. Which is mostly to say, I didn't enjoy it as much as Alternative, but there's very few things I would say I enjoy as much as Love Alternative, so that's not really a knock against it. But now that it's done, I can move on to my next visual novel project, which is reading Fate. I have been meaning to read Fate Stay Night for years, and I've never gotten around to it, and now it is finally time. I wanted to read it. I wanted to start it at either like the end of January or the start of February, because that's when the story takes place. So a few weeks later than I would like, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to starting it, hopefully sometime after I get back from my trip. I've been playing Tales of Symphonia. I've been playing the original GameCube version. I'm nearing the end of disc 1. Earlier today, I did Rhode Isle's Ranch, started the Devil Arms side quest, found out about Alicia's killer, which this is a replay, this stuff I already knew. But I love this fucking game. I love it so much. It's not perfect. There's some things that I find a little rough. Like every now and then there's a little bit of dialogue that's weirdly written, or maybe it's just weirdly translated. Not a lot, but every now and then. I like the voice acting. Every now and then there's a line delivery that's a little weird, but it's not bad. It's those kind of like moments are a little rough around the edges, a little bit of jank that does give it that sense of charm. Not in the same way it does with Lunar, because I feel like with Lunar, it's so consistently jank that you're just like, this is just what the experience is, and you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. This is more of, I don't want to say it's like consistent quality, because it implies Lunar isn't quality, and I fucking loved Lunar. I literally titled my video, I adored Lunar, because I did. A quick pin in that, by the way. But I feel like this is almost like higher quality, though, overall. So the weird moments kind of stand out a little bit more, but I really don't dislike them. And I really like the story. I really like the cast. I always have. This game is kind of imprinted on my soul. And replaying it, I feel like I know why. And it's not like I'm like, I know why, and they go on like this talk about why. It's just like, no. I understand. It's good. I was introduced to it at a relatively young age, probably like a year or so after it came out in America. And I was, I don't know, like 10, 11, something like that. So I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. And yeah, replaying it, I still think it is. I still think these characters are really interesting. I think there's a lot of moments where some of it is in the story proper, some of it is in skits, but there's a lot of moments where the characters have time to breathe and they can just be funny. They can talk about random dumb shit. There are some skits that are just kind of like recurring plot lines that, yeah, like here's just some side shit going on and it's just fun. And also there's moments, again, either in the main story or in skits, where characters get really introspective about things and start to really reflect on their lives, who they are, what they want, and I just find it consistently interesting and well done. So let me take that pin out. So I was part of an auction to get Lunar 2. I saw it on eBay. I was like, I want this. I want this. It's the full collection. It's like everything in the box. I want it. Let's go. Hell yeah. And I missed it by that much. I missed it by like $2.50. I had the lead, and then it, like, that last like 20 minutes were just like, all right, I'm in the lead. Someone took the lead. Nah, fuck you. And then like 5 minutes later, someone else took the lead. Nah, fuck you. And like the last like 5 seconds, someone beat me, got another bid in, and then someone beat that. I was so mad. I was so frustrated. And then I found out the person that beat me was Clay. And then my immediate response, as soon as he had like confirmed it was him, I was like, oh, you cunt. Like that exact kind of inflection of like, man, but that's like, but like, kind of like that you magnificent bastard kind of thing. Like respect, well played. I'm upset, but like genuinely well played, sir. But there's also that sense of, you know, he got it. So that means I am going to get to play it. And I didn't have to spend like $160. This is a win. This is probably the better alternative. Now, like, yes, did I want it for my own collection? Yeah, because I really liked the first one. And I even told Clay, I was like, I kind of want to buy it from you because I really liked it. He's like, no, I wanted it for my collection. Like, I'm not going to sell it. Like, that's fair. That's fair. Just know that offer might be on the table. So like, yeah, I wanted to own the second one, but this is probably the better option, so I'll take it. A dub's a dub. And hey, if I get to play the game and if it's just as good as the first, that is a capital fucking dub. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this has nothing to do with video games. This is about sports, and it's not football related. I have to make a really quick basketball thing. Russell Westbrook, during the trade deadline, went from the Lakers to the Jazz, and there's a lot of speculation about where he's actually going to go. Like, he's probably going to get bought out and go somewhere. Now he's going to the Clippers. I have said a few times on this program, not as many. I have not said I'm an OKC fan as much as I've said I'm a Saints fan, because I'm more into football than I am into basketball. Excuse me. I will make that clear. I'll wear that on my chest. But OKC is my team. If they are in the playoffs, I'm going to root for them. If they're playing a game, I'm going to root for them. Or I'll root for them to lose for, like, tanking purposes. But I'm generally going to root for my team to win. And, like, you know, I can't wait for them to be good again so I can get really into basketball. Because right now that they suck, I'm very casual about it. But I really want to see Westbrook win a ring, man. He's my favorite player in the league, you know, because OKC. And I have another good friend of mine who's a big Clipper fan. And so I'm just like, you know, I don't hate the Clippers. I wouldn't be upset if they won a ring. So I'm good with this. I hope he does well. I hope he's able to win that championship. I don't remember what the occasion was. But I remember him being on a commercial with a bunch of, like, famous other players. And he makes some kind of joke about how, man, I would hate to be one of those guys that, you know, has a great career, is a really good player, but never wins a ring. And that, like, the joke is everyone there never won a ring. I think it was like Barkley, Ewing, Reggie Miller, or something like that. And I remember watching that ad going, oh, I hope you didn't just jinx yourself, Russ. Please, please, I hope you did not just jinx yourself. I want you to win a championship so bad, man. Iverson might have been in that ad. Like, I don't remember everyone who was there, but it was that kind of group. And I was like, man, I hope this is not prophetic. At this point in his career, it's prophetic, and I hope he's able to break the curse, man. Moving on to a couple other things is, before I get back into video game shit, let me do the one last thing that's not related to video games. Read the new Chainsaw Man. The fact that Denji legitimately said, I don't know if I want to be Chainsaw Man anymore because I'm just going to get cockblocked is some of the funniest shit. Like, that is so in character. And I like Denji a lot. I feel like he's had a lot of genuine growth, and comparing him from, like, the start of part 1 to where he is in part 2, great fucking development. And then you get shit like this, or like, this is not a regression of his character to me, but I'm like, this is classic Denji, and to me, that is hysterical. I freaking love this shit, man. But a couple other video game things. So Clay finished Fire Emblem Engage, and I really want to play it. Oh, so he's also, I'll talk about that part in a second, but, like, I really want to play it, and I'm borrowing a memory card of his for Symphonia because I just don't know where mine is. And it's also the memory card he's using for Path of Radiance because it's the one he has. I guess I kind of spoiled that. Sorry, I was going to tell a joke or just a funny story, and I've now spoiled the ending of the funny story, so now my brain is just, do I still tell the story? Do I not tell the story? Do I keep going? I'm gonna keep going, then I'll tell the funny story, which we now know the ending to, but regardless. So, I think what's gonna happen is when he's playing Path of Radiance, I'm just gonna borrow his copy of Engage, put it in my Switch, and start playing it, so we'll both be playing Fire Emblem at the same time. Because at that point, I legitimately can't be playing Symphonia, so it gives me something to do. I could get my Fire Emblem itch scratched without feeling like I'm not supposed to be playing this game right now. So, kind of going back into Path of Radiance, I know I made a video about why I dropped it, but even, I'm still just kind of like, I don't like that I did, because there were points where I was really having fun with the game, and I'm wondering if the reason I dropped it, because I had some genuine misgivings about it, I won't deny that. But I'm kind of wondering if part of it was my brain was telling me, JJNW, you just really want to play Symphonia. Don't play this right now. You made some progress. You had a little bit of fun. But this is not the game you're supposed to play right now. You know what you actually want to play. Go do it. And yeah, just immediately after playing Symphonia, I'm like, I'm having so much more fun. So it might be that when I'm done with it, if I re-pick up Path of Radiance, I'll have a lot more fun because I'll be in the right mindset. Also, now that Clay has started playing it, he's like, yeah, you can speed it up. It's actually not hard to set that up. You can make the game go a lot faster. I'm like, oh my god, this fixes so many problems. Like, I feel like all of my frustration with the game would be fixed if the game wasn't fucking slow. You mean to tell me I can make the game not slow? Oh, I might actually have to repick this up after Symphonia. So that might be a thing that happens. But so the funny story. What a story, Mark. I weirdly sounded like Tommy was so halfway through that sentence. So when Clay finished Engage, he's like, I want to play more Fire Emblem. I don't know which game I want to play next. It's really between Path of Radiance and Genealogy. So I'll tell you what. At the end of the game, it's going to give me my list of all my MVPs. If Ike has more, I'm playing Path of Radiance. If Sigurd has more, I'm playing Genealogy. And I kind of joked with him. I was like, okay, so, but if, a non-engaged person, that is the most MVPs, you just have to replay Engage. He's like, har, har, har. So, that actually won. There was, 13 maps where the MVP was not engaged, so I just kind of kept ribbing him about it. But, so Ike finished with 9 MVPs, Ike and Panette. Sigurd with Louis also finished with 9. It was a dead-ass tie. It was actually really hype coming down to the end. We're like, oh, Ike's got, oh shit, Sigurd's making a comeback. Yo, it's tied. Holy shit. That is incredible. It was literally the last map. Louis tied it back up. And at that point, he's like, I don't know, flip a coin. Genealogy won the coin flip. He's like, okay, I think I need to play Ike, though. So that's why he started playing that. That's the funny story. The last thing I gotta say. Monday is Pokemon Day, which means we are getting a Pokemon Direct, basically the Pokemon State of the Union. I am fucking excited. The thing I am most excited about is, of course, the Scarlet Violet DLC, because I absolutely loved the game. It has its problems, I will not deny that. But I had so much fun playing this game, exploring this region, catching shinies, that I just want more of it. I am looking forward to seeing whatever crazy shit we're going to be getting. If we actually get to go to, like, depending on your version, if you actually get to... Spoilers! Let me go ahead and give that warning right now. I'm going to give the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spoiler time. If you actually get to go into the past or into the future and see more Paradox Pokemon, which I don't know if that's what they'll do, I don't know how they'll do it, that'd be hype as hell. I know there's been a lot of... I don't know if these are, like, reliable rumors, or if they're just kind of, this is what we're hoping rumors, that it might be connected to Kalos. That would be really exciting. But I'm just really looking forward to what the DLC is going to be. The things, like, aside from the DLC, I think the 3 things that I am looking forward to. I guess 4... I'll go with 4 and get that last one out of the way really quick. Just Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 on the NSO, because I don't think they've been released yet. I could be wrong, because I know they confirmed... Well, I guess I'll just say the NSO in general. Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 on the N64, and then the GBA games and the original GBC games on the NSO. Like, that's probably going to get announced. I would be shocked if it isn't. That's a pretty big get. But to me, the big 3. 1... a remake of Explorers, of Mystery Dungeon 2. I love that game. I got it for Christmas one year, and I had not played any of the other Mystery Dungeon games. I've only played Explorers. I think I had time specifically. I loved it. I did the personality test. I got a Pikachu. I picked a Charmander as my partner. We were Team Moonscape. Loved that shit. What an ending! Like, I won't say anything about it, but if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Holy shit, like, the final boss theme is so good. It's one of my all-time favorites. I would love a remake, because I would love to be able to, just experience that game again. Number 2, and I feel like given the recent remake for Mystery Dungeon 1, I think it was a remake of Mystery. It was either a remake of 1 or just a new game. I don't remember exactly. I don't think it's super unlikely that this could happen. Thing number 2. This is I highly, highly, highly doubt this is going to happen, but I will always root for it and always hope for it. Give me Shadow Pokemon 3. Give me a new Pokemon Coliseum game. I love Coliseum. I love XD. I think they're 2 of the best Pokemon games. They're so unique. They're so cool. They're so fucking fun. I would love a new one. They only went up to Hoenn. We got so many new Pokemon that we could use for Shadow Pokemon. I want it. I was talking to Clay about it. He's like, yo, maybe they would do ports or like remasters of Coliseum 2, or like of XD, especially given how rare the fucking games are. And maybe they could do something with that. And if it does really well, they'll like make a Coliseum 3. I don't know, but I want it. I don't think it's super likely. But please, no, please. The thing I want most, though, more than Coliseum 3, yeah, I would say more than Coliseum 3, more than a Mystery Dungeon 2 remake, even more than Violet DLC, I want another Legends game. Legends Arceus is one of my favorite games of all time. And I could say that, no question. It is the game I wanted to play ever since I first started playing Pokemon when I was like 6. Ever since I got Pokemon Red for Christmas. Played that shit. I was like, this is really fun. I was like, this is so cool. I want to eat a Pikachu. I wanted a game like Arceus. And I got it. And I was, it's really getting dark. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see my face right now. But like, I wanted it. And I got it. And it was so good. It was so fun. I want another game like this. Legends Johto, like a Legends Celebi, sounds really cool, especially because Celebi's whole thing is like time travel, so maybe it's a game where like you go to the ancient past, maybe you can go to the future of Johto. That would be interesting. One thing I've always kind of wondered is part of the lore, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou all died, and then they came back because of like Ho-Oh's magic and shit. Were they resurrected, or were they reincarnated? Like, is it something where in Legends Celebi, they would be different Pokemon in the past from what we know, or it's like, no, they're the exact same. I've always kind of wondered that. That would be cool to see. A Legends Jirachi might be kind of cool. We've already done Arceus. Kanto would just be like Legends Mew, but we have enough Kanto games. I love Kanto, but we have enough Kanto games. Legends Unova, Legends Victini, Legends Original Dragon. Give me my fucking crazy frontier shit. Give me like a weird cyberpunk future that's run by Genesect that is Legends Genesect. That would be kind of dope. But Legends Zygarde. And it is all about that ancient Kalos war. If they do a thing where it's like, oh yeah, the like Scarlet Violet DLC is like something connected to Kalos, and here's the next Legends game. It's Zygarde. It's the old Kalos war. Oh, like that to me is so hype, so exciting. I have heard no rumors about a Legends game. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not being like, guys, like I've heard about this. Holy crap. I'm just saying this is what I want. Please, please Nintendo, please don't let Legends be a one-off thing. It is too good of an idea. There is so much you can do with this as I almost said other genres, like other regions. Please give me more of it.